Hello there, and welcome to the Political Courier Webcast for Sunday, September 21st. The economic crisis is still dominating the news and is the biggest question being asked of either John McCain or Barack Obama, but we're still not hearing too much other than talk of regulation. Obama is calling McCain the great deregulator, but other than that, both these candidates seem to be sort of talking around the issue and not thinking outside the box. Mainly, we've just been hearing about how they're bringing in more economic aides into their advisory staffs, but as if the number of economic aides they had before wasn't enough, so not really too much new. Though I definitely disagree with him on a lot of issues. I was reading a column by Ron Paul today called Washington's Intervention Addiction, and in that article he wrote, quote, "Some mistakenly identify the falling home prices as a disease instead of merely a symptom, which they plan to fix with more easy credit and more liquidity to push more unqualified buyers back into the market for homes they still cannot afford. This is akin to the drug addict identifying withdrawal symptoms as his problem and searching for another fix as his solution. The cycle continues and the problems compound themselves. The addiction deepens." So that's certainly not the talk we're hearing from Obama or McCain, but another interesting perspective that suggests a possible reason behind the problems we're facing now. There's a presidential debate on Friday. Both candidates have been sort of scaling down their campaigning activities the past few days in anticipation, creating more time for debate prep. It's going to be interesting to watch and see whether or not Obama or McCain gets a bounce from this debate, from having the other candidate right next to them to compare to. Obama would definitely love to highlight some contrasts with McCain, and I think the other way around. So if Obama comes out very strong, I think maybe he'll regret not having taken up McCain's offer of doing more joint town hall meetings, getting the candidates together to contrast them more easily. Obviously, if McCain gets the bounce, he'll say, well, I knew it was my advantage. I wish Obama had agreed to do more of these type of joint sessions so I could come out looking better. I was recently asked by a reporter whether or not young people are going to be turned away by the negative tune of the campaign at the moment, and especially in these television ads that we're seeing on YouTube mostly and on TV saying, well, I'm not in a battleground state now, so I don't see too many of those ads. But they've been, subtly, people say McCain is trying to connect Obama with some very bad black politicians and playing the race card and doing a lot of other things. So a lot of sort of negative ads now. And I answered the reporter saying, first off, I don't think young people are too affected by these television ads. I think they're targeted to older voters, and young people are too skeptical of what we see in these ads to have much of an effect. And second, I think young people are really going to be excited to watch these presidential debates. Though they're on Friday night and Saturday's college football day in America, I think a lot of young people, if they're going to tune into anything during this election, it's going to be these debates, and we're going to see a real emergence of young people interested in watching these debates, comparing the candidates directly head-to-head. It's easier for them to distill, easier for young people to highlight the contrasts between the two candidates. So I think it'll be a very popular and effective format for young people to watch. Some updates about my life. I'm leaving in 9 days for South Africa for about a little over 3 months. So that's a big change in plans. I don't know exactly what I'm going to wake up to on election morning and what kind of coverage I'm going to be receiving on election night back here in the States. I'm going to be trying to vote absentee, though I've been told there's only one newspaper in the town I will be in. It's printed 150 miles away and is a crummy publication, so maybe the coverage I'll be used to there will be a lot different than it is here. But a big change of plans. I'll be trying to update the blog as often as I can using sort of phone calls sent back home and transcriptions and maybe some sort of email thing, but a lot different than what I've had so far. No more webcasts, sadly, but an interesting change for the future. So that's the Political Courier Webcast for Sunday, September 21st. See ya.